Hey there, gear nerds and audio enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a piece of audio history, a piece that helped shape the sound of the 80s and beyond. The Lexicon PCM41, often mistaken as an analog delay. This digital delay beauty dropped in 1980, and trust me, it's way cooler than your average delay pedal. Obviously, I've got one right here, so stick around. We're gonna explore its history, its vibe, plug it in, and have some fun with it. So hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and let's go. So let's go back in time a little bit to 1980. Lexicon was already the name in digital effects. Think of them as like Stark Industries for pro audio effects. They had already had big success with their primetime delay and the Lexicon 224 reverb, which both of those to this day still sound incredible. These were on endless hits throughout the 80s. So where does the PCM41 come in? Well, this was their affordable-ish compact delay unit, a digital delay unit that any studio can afford. I mean, because think about this, it's 1980. The studios were all these very expensive professional complexes. To get a delay, you were using either some kind of Echoplex, you're using one of the more expensive primetime delays, you're using actually reel-to-reel tapes. It was a pain to get a digital delay. So this was really fantastic. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. The PCM41 has 800 milliseconds of delay available, which is pretty sweet for 1980. That's amazing. And it utilizes a new technology known as pulse code modulation, PCM, which will deliver crystal clear tones, none of that rounded off, colored, warm analog delay sounds. Ugh. Well, I mean, it was 1980s, so that's where they're going. If all you had were those warm, rounded, super colored delays, having something that was, you know, crystal clear for 1980 was a breath of fresh air. Now check this out. No menus, no fuss, just knobs and switches that you could tweak on the fly. You've got your input, you have your mix blend, a delay time with 11 preset delay times. These range from 0 to 200 milliseconds. And that's in the 1 times delay mode. If you switch to 2 times delay mode, all of those times get doubled. There's also a delay multiply knob, which sweeps the delay time continuously. So you could get half of that or double again. It allows you to get those in-between tones, and you could sweep it for some weird, crazy effects. Plus, there's a VCO section for modulation. That'll give you some chorus, flanging, even some weird, warbly, pitch-bending vibrato. The feedback knob controls how many delay repeats happen, And there's a high and low filter on that if you want to get a little more of a tape delay sound, as well as 2 phase invert switches. As I mentioned, the PCM41 was a big hit in the studios. Guitarists love it. You see it in the racks of some of the top guitar players, and to this day, there are certain guitar players that need that PCM41 in their rig, whether it's for the delays or for a splitting sort of stereoizing. Or just running through it to give it sort of a, I don't know, shave off some of the rough edge. It's funny, it's a 12-bit delay, but something about it sounds like a record. So just running through it kind of has a vibe, and the delays just sit right in the mix. And even though it's touted as being crystal clear, it sort of has a little bit of a warm, crunchy, digital 12-bit sound that is really almost impossible to recreate in plugins. I know someone's going to say everybody could recreate it, but when you actually try to put it in a mix and you have the 41 and then you have a replica plugin and you're like, well, I'm fighting to get this to work, I don't know what it is. There's just something about these old units, even if they're digital, they have a thing.
Woke up at midnight, no sun on my face. A cold devil moon stretched the sky. Broken and lonely and tired from disgrace, and suicide ripped through my eyes.
So why is the PCM41 still relevant today? Well, it's tactile. You know, you could get your hands on it and move knobs. It has a unique sound. It's that vintage digital thing that is nearly impossible to recreate with plugins. Sure, it's mono, and you can't quite exactly get the delay time you're going for, but it almost doesn't matter because it sits so well in the mix. You could just be in the ballpark instead of having that exact tapped tempo, BPM, or programmed in, and it just kind of sits there anyway and works for you. That's really part of its charm, and these still could be had pretty regularly, well under $1,000. I would say over $500. If you could find one for $500 or less, that's in working condition, I would nab one up right away. It's getting harder to repair them, so make sure it's working ahead of time. Sometimes you'll be missing knobs or button caps, or the thing just might not be working at all. So do your homework before you pull the trigger, but if you do, I don't think you'll regret it. So that is our friend, the Lexicon PCM41, originating from 1980. This one is from February 1984, and it's still ticking. How about that? Pretty good. I love that they put the schematic on the top of the unit, and here's the rear of the unit if you're interested. There's a couple different outputs to split out, so if you want to have your dry signal and then delay separate, you can do that too, or it could be blended. I love that it doesn't have a proprietary power cable. The number of times that I can't find the power cable and then you have to scour eBay for some old power cable and pay too much, it's the worst. So this is just easy. You just IEC it in and it's up and running. So if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. I'll put some links below if you're interested in checking out some more of my stuff, and please check out another video, and thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.